All right, we're live. All right, how you doing, EDU 300? I'm Billy Corcoran, one of your instructors for the course this semester, and I'm here with Becca Redman. And we want to take an opportunity to just walk you through the syllabus, and also with an online course, we wanted to have that personal connection with you, let you guys see our faces and hear our voices. And again, just walk you through the syllabus, give you a real global view of what to expect this semester. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to email us, and we can answer those questions. So again, I'm Billy. I'm going to turn it over to Becca so you can introduce herself, and she'll share the syllabus with us.
All right. Hi, EDU 300. I'm Becca Redman, your other instructor, and I'm going to walk you through our syllabus, give you a quick overview, not going to bore you with all of the details, but let you know the basic information contained there. So I'm going to screen share right now.
Beautiful.
And this is all available in Google Classroom, which we will show you. So we have our basic contact info, how to get in touch with Billy and myself, and we're available via email, via Hangouts, Twitter, phone calls, but understand we are classroom teachers, so during the day it might be a little bit of time before you get a response, but we will respond as soon as possible. And as you may know, the course is designed to introduce pre-service teachers, maybe students considering education, to different technology tools that are available and how you can use them in your classroom, how we use them, and how others who are in our own networks use them for teaching and learning. As you can see, we have clear goals and objectives that you can take some time to review. They're all things that match up with our teaching and learning values that we're excited about. Anything you want to say to that end, Billy?
No, that sums it up perfectly right there. I guess I would just say, our goal is to make ourselves as available as we can be, to show you as many models as we can be, so we're here for you.
All right, so in terms of tech requirements, this day and age, probably a little bit obvious. We hope you have a laptop or desktop that has an updated operating system, a updated web browser. We prefer Google Chrome since we'll be using a lot of Google tools this semester.
Right, and they just work seamlessly together. Sorry to interrupt you, Becca, but
that's okay.
The Google tools work seamlessly when you're using Chrome, although any browser will definitely work. And we have some handy tricks to show you in terms of being able to log in and out of your personal and your school accounts. So we'll show you some neat ways to manage your Google accounts.
And a lot of that will be coming up during our first module, which looks at Google Apps for Ed. So you can look forward to that in the next 2 weeks. We hope that before the course starts, you'll have updated info for your USM Google account. Make sure you know how to log in. You have your password. Again, there's tech support at USM if you need it. We have that information coming later on. During the second module, we'll be working with Twitter accounts. If you have a Twitter account already for professional use, that's great. Otherwise, we'll be working on that together. And sure. If you have a mobile device, an iPad, iPhone, Android, it's an added bonus because a lot of the tools that we'll be using work on mobile interfaces or are mobile only. So it opens up more opportunities if you do have a device. If you don't, that's okay. You'll be all set.
And I made a short little video, which is included in your first module, on kind of how to manage your apps on the iPhone. And what I love about it, not going too in depth, but I just love the fact that if I'm on the go, if someone posts to a discussion, that I can read and maybe even start to think and process that before I respond. So it's that idea of anytime, anywhere learning. So it's nice to be able to stay connected to class through the mobile device.
Absolutely. The next section in the syllabus is our course outline and assignments, which we'll be showing you in greater detail when we go over the course overview in a little bit. You'll see that each module is 2 weeks, and we set it up so there'd be 1 week to read and research, and another week to do application and discussion with classmates, instructors, and other educators that we bring into the course. And it's important to note that we do align our breaks with the university breaks. So winter break is February 15th through the 19th, and then spring break is March 28th through April 1st.
Right. And as you can see, Becca, if you scroll up a little bit, you can see how the first module is open. These are all hyperlinks. So when you get your syllabus, you can click on those links and it'll bring you into to each of the modules. And as we open the modules, we'll keep updating them here. But they'll also be available in Google Classroom, which we're about to show you. So if you're the type of person that wants to get ahead of the game, then you'll have all the materials for each module at the beginning of the module, and you'll just have to obviously get everything in on the due dates. But you will have access, and you can get started right away.
I mean, and should I click on the link, Billy, you think?
Yeah, why don't we just go in and show them the module real quick? That makes sense, right?
So here's the link for module 1. And without going into all of the details now, you can at least have a quick overview of the resources and the purpose of our first module, which is looking at Google Apps for Education. Obviously, USM is a Google Apps school. Maybe the high school you went to was a Google Apps for Ed school. And what we wanted to do at the beginning of the course is to show you how the different tools available in Google Apps can work together to really facilitate deeper collaboration and product creation than maybe one or two in isolation, as a way to facilitate teaching and learning and also professional collaboration.
Right.
In addition,
sorry, go ahead,
no,
Becca.
that's okay.
No, go ahead.
We also shared the net standards published by ISTE, which are guidelines for skills, knowledge, and approaches to succeed as teachers and students in the digital age. And these are the standards that will really guide us throughout the course in terms of what we and you will be doing as teachers, but also how we assess what you guys do as students, or how you might in the future assess your own students. So they're going to be a constant reference point through the course of the semester.
Right.
Would you like to continue through the resources, Billy?
Sure. Yeah, and just one more comment in terms of Google Apps. The chances are, wherever you end up teaching, it'll be a Google Apps for Education school. There's a very good chance of that. So we thought this was a really good starting point. It's obviously you want to be really familiar with the ISTE standards for both students and teachers. And we figured that this would be a really good spot to start for our first module. So what we typically do with resources, can you scroll up just a tiny bit? Okay, yeah. Typically what we want to do is we want to give you a video to watch, or a couple videos. And then we will also want to give you some resources that you're able to read and research. So again, these are all links here. You want to keep scrolling down, Becca? We got our technology standards. We also want to give you some people to follow on Twitter. As you'll see when we start to explain our first project, building a professional learning network. Becca and I we met through Twitter, ironically, and it's been the best source of professional development for me personally, and maybe you'll end up finding that out for yourself as well. But being connected is crucially important these days. It takes learning beyond the four walls of your classroom and gives you different perspectives that you otherwise wouldn't have from your own outside your own school. Yeah, we work with amazing teachers in our schools, but it's also really nice to see what's happening, in the state of Maine and around the country and over the globe. It's pretty amazing to be connected. So that's the purpose here, and we'll dive into that deeper. And as you keep scrolling down, we try to clearly outline your assignments here. They're in red with the due dates. When we show you Google Classroom, in a moment, you'll get this kind of see how that comes to life within Classroom. Am I missing anything, Becca?
No, I just want to quickly, while we're here, go over the assignments for the first module.
Yeah.
So the first assignment is to sign up for Classroom by the end of the week. And there are step-by-step instructions from Google here. We also set up, Billy had an amazing needs assessment pretty much ready to go. And if you click on this link here, there's a form that we can use to get some data about where you are so that we're meeting you where you need us in terms of both your teaching and technology experience. So please be thoughtful and honest and fill that survey out as soon as possible.
We want you to get the most out of this course. And Becca and I, we're pretty flexible. So if we need to drive this course in a different direction or give you the help you need on the side, I mean, that's what we're here for. So
absolutely,
like Becca said, just be thoughtful and honest. This is, we're not here to judge you. We're here to, get a real pulse on where we're at.
And then the next assignment is partially designed to get you comfortable with Classroom and exploring the stream feature by posting an introduction about yourself to the Google Stream. It's kind of like a Facebook feed. You can make posts, ask questions. We'll be putting assignments and announcements there. And if you log into Classroom, we'll show you in a little bit, we're posting our own introductions there as models.
Yeah, and just to kind of clarify, we decided to go with Google Classroom because personally, both Becca and I use it in our teaching, and we believe in it, and it's a great tool. It's very simple, and it's a nice way of being able to, as you'll see, kind of manage our assignments together and to upload a variety of different content to demonstrate your learning. And there might be a little bit of a learning curve. You might be saying to yourself, I'm familiar with Blackboard, but when you get into the classroom, this will be one of the tools that you'll have access to. And it's a tool that both Becca and I believe in. So there may be a learning curve, but it's not a steep learning curve. It's pretty basic. So we'll get you comfortable there.
Absolutely. And then the final module 1 assignment is our first discussion task. So after you go through the read and research stage of the module, looking at the standards and tinkering a little bit with Google Apps tools, we want you to consider the following questions here. I won't read them all in this quick course overview, but I think it is important to note that we really do understand that the students in this course are coming from vastly different places in terms of educational practice and experience. So please absolutely feel comfortable asking us or peers questions about pedagogy, teaching, the edu jargon that you might find in the various standards, resources, blog posts we might share, because we will gladly clarify so that you can have a smoother experience using the different tools and theories that we're providing you. Please, I can't emphasize enough, feel comfortable asking us to clarify anything because we have plenty of resources to offer. If we don't have the resources, we can find them. We're really here to support you.
Yes. That's the type of people, Becca and I, we're very approachable. And that's one of the reasons we wanted to do this on air. So you can kind of get an idea of our personalities as the course begins, and just be comforted knowing, hey, we're here for you. And we want to make sure that you reach your goals. So.
Right. And finally, we have scheduled some optional activities throughout the semester. We know because the class is asynchronous and online, and we all have different schedules, we can't all commit to a finite time to do a Google Hangout such as this. But we've scheduled Hangouts on air with various other educators in the state and beyond who have expertise that we found valuable that we'd love to share with you. Our first Hangout will be on the 28th with Alice Barr, who's a wonderful educator from Yarmouth. And for those of you who will not be able to make the actual Hangout session, it will be recorded and available to you through Classroom so that you can experience what Alice has to share and future guest speakers. So don't feel restricted by your own schedule.
Yeah, we're feeling, you know, Becca, as I look at the list of people we've got an all-star cast of Google Hangouts for you. So, I mean, like I'll say it again, the best thing I've ever done was become a connected educator. That means I have my PLN, and you know, together we can do more. We're going to learn so much from each other, and I'm feeling, and I know Becca's feeling, very fortunate that these folks are giving up some of their time so they can come and hang with you. And it'll be a really good time, and you'll learn a lot. These are some really smart people. And then lastly, we have another option going down on January 30th. 1 second. Sorry, my calendar is giving me alerts. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm back. So the first one is Connected Coast. That's January 30th. It's an EdCamp style day that I'm putting together with Andy Wallace from South Portland Schools and Tom Traltray from Cape Elizabeth Schools. Becca will be there. When I say EdCamp, modified EdCamp, there'll be a makerspace playground all day. There's featured presenters. There's mini keynotes that we're calling Coast Chats. There'll be workshops. There'll be discussions. So with a variety of different educational topics. So it'll be a great time. You get to meet us in person. We get to meet you, and there will be some really amazing educators. We've got a great list of people who will be there. So we highly recommend these types of activities. Again, they're optional, but the teaching profession, you know, is one. You know, you're as good as you're as good as the effort that you put in. And we realize everyone's busy, but these types of professional learning days like this are personally have been the most beneficial for me in my learning. I don't know how you feel, Becca, but they're really good time with a great atmosphere.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. If it wasn't for my pursuit of being a connected educator, I probably wouldn't be here sharing a syllabus at the university level with Billy. It's all the magic of the professional learning network. And again, this sort of ties back to what we were saying about EduSpeak. If phrases like makerspace or modified EdCamp are unfamiliar, don't worry. You'll learn over the semester, or we will clarify. Just trust us that those are both extremely awesome things. I'm going to click back to the syllabus, Billy. Is that all right?
Yeah. Let's get back to the syllabus. Let's try to get him through this.
All right. So course outline.
Yeah.
We have 2 different projects. Do you want to tackle this now, Billy, or?
Okay. So
I could take on
here. I guess we could let them let's give her an overview, just a global overview of these 2 projects.
All right. I'll take the first one. You take the second one. How's that?
Sounds good.
All right. So our first project, and you'll find in Google Classroom, there's a specific descriptor there and a rubric, and there'll be more and more resources as the semester goes on to support you in this project. But what we really want is to encourage you to establish a professional learning network as we have. The system of inspiring educators, conversations, experiences that have really bolstered our own professional growth. So that's one project that will be semester long, which has different components. One is creating an online presence via Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest. You don't need to do all of them, but I personally encourage, I'm sure Billy agrees, as many as possible can only facilitate more growth.
Yeah, Twitter, sorry to cut you off, Becca, but Twitter is definitely our preference in terms of it's our go-to for sure. But we want, again, but this needs to work for you. So that idea of exploring various types of personal learning networks and, making this work for you, because that's what it's all about.
You'll also be, I agree, Billy, creating a professional portfolio or a blog or a website, more details to come. Don't feel overwhelmed yet, where you'll submit the work you do in class, so different products that you make using the tools that we share in each module, and reflecting on both your use of tech tools and the interactions you have with others in your professional learning network or PLN.
Yeah.
encourage you guys to participate in at least 3 Twitter chats during the course of the semester. We're both members of the EdChat main team, which is a group of teachers from across the state who schedule and host Twitter chats for educators in Maine and beyond on Monday nights from 8:30 to 9:30. We're taking tonight off for the holiday weekend, but from the end of August until the end of June, every Monday night, a large cohort of local and national and global educators talk about teaching and learning in the context of Maine and beyond. And we've shared a list of other chat options if that Monday night time slot doesn't work for you. And we also have alternate assignments and options if you can't make the Twitter chats. And we'll be explaining more of this during Module 2. But there are archives of Twitter chats, including EdChat Maine, that you can read and reflect upon. And we'll also accept attendance at conferences such as Connected Coast on January 30th, or EdCamp Maine, Western Maine, and other suggested events as substitutes for this professional network Twitter requirement. What we really want, our priority is that you get out there, you meet other inspired educators who are like-minded and whose values match your interests and your professional growth goals. Anything you'd like to say to that end, Billy?
Oh, I think you said you nailed it, Becca.
All right. And in terms of Genius Hour, Billy, do you want me to duck out of screen sharing for now so you can go through your resources, or would you like to go through the policies and then jump over to that in a bit?
Could you scroll up, Becca? Just so you guys know, and just remember that all these blue links are hyperlinks. So if you click on Professional Learning Network, you'll have more details on what this project looks like.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, perfect.
So in your own time, go through, find more specific explanations, rationale, and criteria for this project. So it's all there. Everything is as hyperlinked as it could possibly be.
Yes, and you might find some notes. Becca and I were, taking notes with each other and commenting back and forth. And that's one of the beautiful things about Google Docs is how collaborative they are. And we're going to show you some ways you can use that with your students this semester. I think I'll just talk to the Genius Hour project quickly, and then we can finish off this syllabus, right?
Yeah. Would you like me to click on the link?
Sure, go for that. So short version of Genius Hour. If you're unfamiliar with Genius Hour, it's modeled after Google's 20% time. And when you get into your classrooms, I know we got people all over the place. You're always going to have those battles with student engagement. And when learning is relevant and students want to learn, that's when the best learning takes place. And that's with my experience. And Genius Hour is all about students picking a topic that's relevant to them and researching and creating some sort of product or presentation of their own choice. So throughout this semester, you'll be required to create a Genius Hour project around a educational topic of your own choice. And if you scroll down, Becca, I just give a little background on Genius Hour. Got a couple things for you to watch, some articles to read, so you can see, kind of do your homework on Genius Hour. And then we give the outline here, okay? Here's the project outline. So you'll submit your essential question for investigation the week of February 8th through the 14th. We'll do a project update. I think we might do that on Google Hangout. More details on that later. We'll flesh this out later. And then you'll have a presentation. Oh, no, it's all good. Then we'll have presentations the week of April 26th through May 6th. Then after that, it'll give you a week. I got to update that date, Becca. I should say May 13th for project reflection and submission. And, after your project share, you'll have a week to wrap it up and then turn your project in. So. All
right. Thanks, Billy. Sorry for bouncing back too soon.
Don't sweat, kidding me?
And quickly going through the final policies before we show you a little bit about Classroom. So you'll be graded on your biweekly assignments and discussions for each module, the PLN project and the Genius Hour project. And here we outline our grading policies and the percentages for each project and activity. So take some time to review that. Moving forward, tech support, USM Computing Services has tech support and the help desk. There are also many resources if you go to Google's help pages, and we'll provide those to you as needed. And moving forward, we have outlined pretty explicit policies regarding participation and work completion. I think Billy and I are both fairly reasonable educators, so please contact us with any questions about timelines, deadlines, any personal needs. We're fairly compassionate, but we also want to ensure that everybody is regularly participating in activities, because without the contributions of students, the class won't have as much momentum. So please try to be present for discussions, share resources, engage in our course, professional learning network, and beyond. Let us know if you have any questions about incompletes. As far as tech support, again, please contact us or USM if you have any technical problems. And this is a good point. Since most of the course, all of the course is online, please try to uphold impeccable digital citizenship standards, meaning be respectful, polite, and professional at all times. I think that's a non-negotiable for both of us.
Absolutely.
And to wrap it up, we have USM's academic policies for review, links to academic support and services. Please let us know if there are any accommodations provided that we should be aware of.
Yeah.
Academic integrity and other non-negotiable. Please be authentic and honest in all of your work. And we wrap up the syllabus with the department's core values. So review those if necessary. They also align to our teaching practices. And again, let us know if you have any questions about the overwhelming amount of content in the syllabus. And we're here to support you. Billy, I think I'm ready to hide the screen.
Okay. You going to pop out? You know, do you want me to screen share Google Classroom? Or you can just pop on the Google Classroom. Doesn't matter to me.
I was going to set you up. You good?
Boom. Yeah, I got this.
All right.
Do it. Okay, let's see. Boom. Here we go. Can you see it?
I see it.
All right. So, like I said before, this is Google Classroom. It's very basic, very easy to use. Let me just kind of give you the tour. If you come into the About section, you'll have all of our contact information, our email, and this is where we've put all the course materials. So our syllabus, our outline, the welcome letter, anything you need will be added here. What we'll do is we'll, on Sunday or Monday morning, typically on Monday of the start of a new week, the module will be posted. It'll be posted here. And what we do is on the stream is we also posted your assignments. Anything that has a hashtag 001, these hashtags means it's an assignment. We do this because it's actually a handy little tip I gained from Alice Keeler, who is the Google Classroom expert and a recommended follow on your recommended person to follow on Twitter. And what's nice is this will help us organize our folders later. And again, when we start to talk about workflow and collaboration and communicating with your students, you'll start to see how this will make it nice. Our folders nice and organized. In the bottom right corner is this plus button. So you'll have all of these features except for the create assignment because you are the students. But you can create a question. So if you have, If you need some if you want to put something out to the entire class to ask a question for clarification or a recommendation, like for example, your Genius Hour project, you could post a question here. You can also create an announcement if you have a resource to share. You can feel free to do that. But other than that, I mean, this is really all it is. It's simple. It makes it nice and easy for us to manage and see all of your work. What we do ask is if you're going to create a doc for your, I'll come up here to our discussion. So here's your questions. Well, what we want, Becca and I were kind of talking about this earlier, and what we'd like you to do, but it is totally up to you, is to open this assignment and to create a new doc within it. And then when you're done and you answer these 2 questions, you can either copy and paste the link in here so everybody can see it, or you can go ahead and just copy and paste the actual words from your doc and paste that in here. Mm-hmm. We'll leave that up to you. That'll be your choice. But this is where our discussion will take place, in the comment section right here. So like we said, I don't know if I missed anything, Becca. One last point is what we do is we like to put all the module resources up. So if you're the type of person that's ambitious and you got a busy life and you want to get your work done ahead of time, you can get your work done ahead of time. But typically we'll do 1 week for reading and research. And I'd suggest during that week of reading and research, you might want to use that to work on your projects on the side. And then week 2, we'll have our discussion week.
And please feel free to share any resources that you find along the way with us in discussion, because that will only help enrich all of our experiences. Sorry for the feedback there, Billy.
No, that's my bad.
Yeah. No, I think it looks good. And I think Classroom will be a really good platform for us to learn from each other and share more resources, thoughts, assignments. I'm really looking forward to all of the work that you guys will create over the course of the semester.
Exactly. And I'm just popping up the welcome letter, Becca. If you're wondering, well, how do I get into Classroom? Here's our class code right here. And Becca, I was just noticing on the syllabus, we should pop this into the syllabus too.
Absolutely.
Class code, we'll do that. And there's another beautiful thing about Google Docs, guys, is you update in real time, and you have the ability to see when revisions happened, when they didn't happen. So when you have students working in a group on a collaborative project, you can actually see who's doing the work and when they're doing the work. But everything you need to know is right here. Read this welcome letter. Of course, you'll watch this video, and anything else that we didn't cover or we may have missed, or any clarifying questions, just really anything at all. Becca and I, we love what we do, and this is this is a lifestyle for us. We love teaching. We're very passionate about what we do. So we want to be here for you, and we want you to love teaching the same way we love it. And anything we can do. What's that?
I said, which is a lot. And
which is a lot.
you might see that we have our Twitter handles everywhere on our course materials in terms of contact information and the banner. So, please follow us on Twitter for conversation, resources to get connected with our PLNs. I think we really have amazing, supportive peers that we would love to add you to that group and introduce you to them as you begin or continue your teaching careers. Yeah. So I see this not only as a way to share my knowledge and what I love about teaching with new students, but also as a way to expand my own PLN with other new teachers in the area who are as committed as Billy and I am. So I'm really looking forward to the course.
Yes. I'm looking forward to the course as well. Hopefully have more opportunity to do Google Hangouts and make those personal connections with you. If you have any questions, like I said, we're here for you. Becca, are we good?
I think we're good.
Okay.
All right.
We bored them long enough for one evening.
Yeah. Well, welcome to EDU 300, guys. It's going to be a good
Yeah.
semester. Bye, Billy.
Well, all right. Bye.
All right.